weapon, weapon balances, bug fixes, and mod support. Let's go over it in this video on Space Marine 2. I'm a little bit late here on the new weapon, but the latest weapon that they added to the game is the Neo Volkite Pistol. It's available to be used by the Assault, Vanguard, and Bulwark classes, but unfortunately this is only going to be in the operations mode and you can't use it in PvP. Now that's probably because this is a powerful beam weapon that's like a heat ray that has a non-stop beam that just kind of incinerates enemies. Some of the enemies take a little bit more damage because it ramps up as it goes along, but it's a really powerful weapon and they probably don't want to add it onto PvP until they continue balancing it with other things. They say it will be added to Eternal War mode in the next major update alongside a new operations map, a new enemy, and the Dark Angels cosmetics. Until then, you'll be able to try it out against your friends in the Battle Barges sparring arena, so you can still incinerate your friends. For balancing tweaks, these are like buffs and debuffs put together on the same weapon in some cases. We have the Plasma Incinerator, where they've slightly reduced amount of heat generated by normal and charged shots for versions, Master Crafted Alpha, Salvage of Baka Alpha, Gothamor Crusade Alpha, and fixed a bug that would cause several versions not producing heat at all. For the Bolt Sniper Rifle, the fire rate has increased from 50 to 60 rounds per minute, headshot bonus increased from 2 times 2 to times 2.5, and for the Oculus Bolt Carbine, a scope was added. The headshot bonus increased from times 1 to times 1.33. The Bolt Carbine SMG, they adjusted the damage fall-off curve. Base damage increased by 50% for the first 10 meters. After that, the damage drops to original pre-patch value. Then the Auto Bolt Rifle had max ammo increase by 1 magazine for each version. Now for the bug fixes, they fixed a bug causing unlocked DLC cosmetic items to get locked again after a restart, a bug causing the sniper perk targeted shot to not work after swapping weapons, and they fixed the bug causing the sniper invisibility not getting removed after a shot in the rare cases, and they fixed the bug preventing players from muting the others in PvP, several perks not triggering correctly from enemy kills, and a bug that prevented certain weapon perks from triggering correctly when reaching a specific HP threshold. For tech improvement, they fixed some crash fixes and general stability improvements, and fixed server disconnects with unstable user connection. General connectivity improvements have also been worked on in the background. Now there was another part, and that is the mod support. So for mod support, we got a message from the game director that says, "Hello Space Marines, we've seen incredible community engagement since launch, and we've noticed that some players have started to create and share mods for Space Marine 2. We wanted to make a game that was moddable from the start. This is why our game pack files are not encrypted, for example. It's always a pleasure for me as a developer to see what our community can create. Mods are great, and they will no doubt contribute to this game's longevity. However, we as developers must also ensure game stability and continuously work towards a smoother experience for all players. Our data shows that a non-negligible amount of recent server stability issues are related to mods, and that instability impacts even those users who don't have mods installed. We have also received user reports that their save files were corrupted after playing alongside players with mods. This is why, starting with our next big update in December, mods will be prohibited from public online sessions. That means that you will no longer be able to enter a public game if you have mods installed. However, we know that mods are a source of fun and creativity, and they will still be allowed in private operations lobbies. We will continue to provide all necessary server infrastructure so you can play online with your friends with mods. Once we add custom Eternal War lobbies, mods will work for them as well. We will also be providing an easy entry point to our backend for games with mods installed, so modders won't have to spend time hacking the game executable after each patch. We somehow break this pipeline for mods by accident in the future, we'll fix it. In addition to that, we will be releasing some of our tools to modders so they can develop mods with greater ease. Thank you for understanding and your cooperation. The Emperor Protects." So I think this is a pretty good letter talking about mods, as it goes over a lot of the things that people are kind of concerned about. And that is like, save data, the game crashing, things that prevent players from actually being able to play the game. Now they did want people to mod the game, but I guess they couldn't really foresee the issues it would have until they had them. So now that they see these issues happening in the game, they're actually taking the time to fix those issues, making contingencies to make sure that doesn't happen to more players, and also giving modders the opportunity to actually really work on the game instead of, like they said, taking the time to break into every patch. So that's a really good thing that's happening. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see these mods break off, and well, I guess it's not unfortunate because people can mod games in weird ways, and it's not like the games of old where we had like Quake 2 and like Star Wars, Dark Forces, and Doom, where we're throwing skins on our characters and running around with those skins with Darth Vader and stuff like that. It's now a little bit more bigger, I guess. with who you're playing with. It would be nice to be able to do that with a lot of these games, but it seems like sometimes the server infrastructure and how they code things just doesn't work out that way. And unfortunately, that's the case with this. How matchmaking and everything works just doesn't work out that way. What are your thoughts here on the mods and stuff? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.